Jimmy Boy, and what we have here is Mrs. Claus.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
We don't got anywhere for her to sit or lay other than that wet.
Lou, you ain't got nowhere to lay.
Not on my lap, no ma'am.
Might have to bring that down just a hair. Lou, you ain't got no spot. The ground is wet. The ground is wet, wet. She's like, damn it, there's no place to sit. Do you want me to go get her or something?
Yeah, something. Like a brown towel or something.
Boo. Hello, hello,
Or-
hello. Do we have audio? Just checking. Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. You turn that way. I gotta get Bella something so she can lay down, and I'm gonna throw some more wood in the wood stove.
Try to warm us up.
Try to warm us up. Boo, I gotta get you something to lay on.
How's everybody tonight? We're waiting on him and the dog to come back. Stay in here, Bella. Hopefully he doesn't have any more mishaps with his tent.
Did anybody say we got audio?
I am not sure.
We got 9 people watching. I had to go get this for Bella so she got somewhere to lay down. Because it's wet down here.
You're like folded up.
Lou, you can lay back here. Lay down right there, Lou. Lay down. Sit down. I got the wife. Are we in vertical? Does vertical look good on this? Try to bump it back here just a little bit. I might have to throw some wood in here. Fire.
Yeah.
I got.
Warm us up, but don't burn us down.
And I'm gonna be whittling some of my wood in here. I got wood to whittle. I'm actually working on another handle for a subscriber friend of mine, a close buddy, my buddy. So I'm gonna be doing that, drinking some water, and
Getting hydrated.
getting rehydrated, and getting this fire going a little bit better so I don't freeze out Mrs. Claus, although she is used to the North Pole.
That's what he thinks. I think the North Pole needs
So,
a beach.
Mrs. Claus, I heard that you're not gonna be able to be involved in a special live where I let Santa Claus take over my channel Christmas Day. Are you gonna be watching over the elves?
I might be.
So she's actually planning on watching over the elves on Christmas Day and putting them back to work. So yeah, she's not gonna be joining, but I'm letting Santa Claus take over my channel Christmas Day for a special live. I got 6 people watching. 9 people watching. I've got to get this fire going a little bit better, or Mrs. Claus is not going to be very happy with me.
No, we'd like to be warm. And don't burn the tent down.
And don't burn the tent down. And don't set the gloves on fire either.
No, that's a bad idea. Yep, people saying Merry Christmas. You look like Santa.
That's Mrs. Claus, guys. It's Mrs. Claus.
No, maybe you look like Santa
I,
with your beard.
I may
You
look
need to
like
get it
Santa, but I can tell you one thing. Christmas Day, Santa is taking over my channel for a special Christmas live. Whew. And we're getting smoky in here. I got to open this up.
Okay, where did Bella go?
Lou, she's under your chair. Instead of being under this,
Yeah,
she's
but
on
we
that
put
wet.
that thing under here.
Lou, come here. Get it so it's sitting under the chair.
Bella, come, sit right here.
We're trying to get Bella to get involved in this
And
here.
get off the wet ground.
And get off the wet ground.
Bella, come.
It's actually
Bella, come.
It's
right
actually
here.
kind of getting a little dark out, so let me show you my setup real quick. I've got that's my backlight, and I've got a little power station. My power station right here running the lighting. And we got our little Pal Molly stove right here. I got Mrs. Claus. It's pretty neat that I could get Mrs. Claus to show up on Jimmy Boy's channel. No, that doesn't always happen, but you never
Not on
know.
live.
Not on a live.
Usually they're done while I'm at work.
Yeah, well, she's working with the little elves.
That's pretty funny, isn't it?
Yeah. You might have to turn that down just a hair because you'll get echoing.
I'll turn it all the way down. There we go. We should be better now.
Just let us know if we lose our audio.
Well, I don't know. I got us right out of the chat. There we go.
Well, wife took us right out of the chat for somehow.
Again.
Some
I'm
reason.
back.
This is not the knife I wanted to whittle my wood with, but I'm gonna have to.
You're whittling your wood.
I don't know if this is a good
Don't
idea.
tip your chair over.
So this is fat wood shavings.
And you don't have a table.
No, but I was whittling right here like this, just like this, like little pieces. This is not the best knife though. My good knife, I don't know. Of course I misplaced it.
Maybe you should set your stuff on that bucket.
On the bucket?
Yeah. Instead of your leg so you don't cut your leg.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Every time I do a live, something goes wrong. Last live I
He
had...
likes to burn the tent down.
Last live I had, I almost burnt the tent down. One live I tripped over the lines on my hot tent and went down and busted the port in my phone. These YouTube lives have been getting to be quite an expensive adventure. $270 later and I got a new phone with insurance, so it's not that great of insurance. Look at these. What? Look at that. So what are y'all doing on a Friday night except watching Mrs. Claus sit here watching Santa Claus?
Somebody said that's a cool stove you have.
That's the Pal Molly. Hello from the UK. That is the Pal Molly Dweller Max 2. If you get a chance to go check out some of my hot tent camping adventures. I actually have a hot tent camping adventure playlist. And so anyways, while we're talking about some of my mistakes, let's see. I literally patched my tent up here this week because Santa Claus is going to take over my live stream.
And he would like to be warm,
And he wants to be warm and he wants to be dry. So he's going to take over my live stream. Scott Yost says, I'm eating dinner. What are you eating good tonight, Yost? Ooh, that's getting warm.
Yeah, but I think the fan needs to be turned toward me and not into Narnia.
Well, she wants to, Mrs. Claus
Oh,
wants to
that's
stay
better.
nice and warm.
That's way better.
Philly. Philly.
Philly steak sandwich or Philly steak pizza?
He's having a Philly something. Are you having a Philly something, or are you in Philly? Put in comments, guys. Where are y'all coming from the live? I see we got 8 people in on the live. I got Mrs. Claus back here in the background. Somehow I managed to get on Santa Claus's good list, and he said after he delivers all the presents Christmas Eve, Christmas night, that he would swing in and take over my live. So that's going to be pretty neat. I guess he's going to come first thing early in the morning. Scott Yost is
Michigan.
in Michigan. Probably Yost, my buddy Yost. Are you my buddy?
Buddy the elf.
Are you my buddy? I got to get this sweater, or this, not the sweater, this jacket off. I got 2 people watching now. I must be driving you guys crazy, but I got to get this off. This is just too hot for me. I'm whittling my wood over here. Woo!
Okay, I'm ready to have it turned away.
Now she's getting hot. She's getting hot now. She's like, I'm ready to have it turned away.
Somebody said you're my drinking buddy.
Oh, that is my drinking buddy. That's my Harley Davidson buddy. He chews tobacco and rides Willies on the Harley Davidson. That's my old buddy. My old buddy Yost from way back. We used to kick it. So right now I'm just over here. Nice fire, Mrs. Claus. Dog's over here hiding in the corner, and I'm whittling my wood. What a wonderful Friday night, huh? Staying nice and toasty. Celebrating the season. I got my sweater
Somebody
on.
said they're in North Adams and a deer blind.
Hey, all right. Cheers. Better wait for them drinks till you're done hunting.
No, that was somebody different.
Oh, that's somebody different. The wife is actually, the wife. Mrs. Claus is actually watching the chat for me. God, I must be famous. I'm married.
Maybe Ryan Towers said he's in North Adams.
Ryan Towers in North Adams. Buddy heater, nice and warm. In a blind. He must be in a blind.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's hunting.
Well, shoot. Stop over here in Hillsdale. Drop me off some venison when you get done. Field dress that sucker right in the woods and bring me over a slab of meat. We'll cook it right here on the Palmolive. I'll get the old cast iron out and we'll do some cooking. So I'm trying to turn this into a handle, hand carve it. And this is going to be a handle. I mean, it's kind of rough looking, but you ought to see how big I started this with. Fresh off the bone. Yes, fresh off the bone, and I can actually help you carve it down into a little bit smaller pieces. We'll throw it on the cast iron and cook it up. Right here, right now, right live today. So how's Santa been doing, Mrs. Claus? You guys been really busy with all the elves and getting presents around for Christmas, right?
Yep.
Hello, brother. Whiskey Adventures.
And Santa Claus has been eating all the cookies somebody's been making.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, young lads. No, actually, Santa Claus is coming to take over my channel Christmas Day. Bright and early.
Well, you better save him some cookies.
Yeah, somebody better save him some cookies and some eggnog.
You don't want any rum or anything to put in your eggnog?
Yeah. I don't know if Santa Claus is going to want rum or not, but he might.
He might want something.
Happy New Year's to you and your Whiskey Adventures. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Right now, I'm hanging out with Mrs. Claus. and whittling my wood. This is a piece of
Whittling.
fat wood. This is a piece of fat wood, and I'm actually going to make a handle, and this is going to go to one of my subscriber friends. I'm actually going to make this for some different ferro rods for starting fires, but I'm going to be giving them away to some of my close subscriber friends. So you just never know if one of these is going to pop up in your mailbox from old Jimmy boy.
He's whittling wood to put
I'm just
people in
whittling.
mailboxes.
I'm whittling wood to put in your mailbox.
Maybe that's what Santa leaves people.
Yeah, little presents. Oh my God, that's getting so hot. My leg is hot. We got a nice little fire going on with the palm. This is fat wood shavings. So I'm gonna save these, and they're gonna be recycled to help start fires. So this is a
Whiskey
win-win.
Adventure gave you a laughy face.
Why, thank you very much, Whiskey Adventures, and happy New Year's to you, brother. Are you guys in the backyard?
Are you camping?
We're not. We are doing a quick special pop-up live from somewhere south of the North Pole. And I have Mrs. Claus right here as my special guest. And I don't know how I pulled that off, but I've got pulling power. I mean, I can make calls. Actually, I'm gonna let Santa Claus take over my channel. I said, Santa, do one of the biggest things I want for Christmas is I want you to come after you deliver all the presents. I'm doing a Christmas live this Monday at 7 p.m. I have to work at bright and early, so I may catch that live on the replay, or I may try to stay up and watch some of that because I have to work. I'm doing a Christmas live. I mean, I'm setting my Christmas live up so Santa can come and take it over Christmas Day.
Are you going to do a live tomorrow? You going to try? No?
Oh yeah, I think I'm doing a live tomorrow morning too.
Don't worry, he'll be making lots of rubbish in his cast iron.
Yeah, I'll be cooking all kinds of stuff. I might have a problem with wood though. I may be running low on
Whiskey
wood.
Adventure said today was his last day of work. He's off till the next week.
You're so lucky. Lou's trying to find a nice spot to relax.
Sit down.
Boy, it's pumping
Sit down.
out some heat now.
Sit down.
If I only had my temperature gauge, what do you think it is in here?
I don't know, but it feels nice. Finally.
It's probably about 80 degrees plus in here.
It's finally nice.
It's finally getting warm in here. It's actually, we have snow outside. There's snow on the ground. There's still some snow. Let me show you real quick. I'm going to stand up real quick and I'm going to show you my little patch job.
He said he's going to be laying around his house watching YouTube all week. Whiskey Adventure.
Hey, I finally stepped up and got me a YouTube Premium. So now I don't have to watch ads. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to Jimmy Boy. YouTube gave me a little email. They said, you know what, Jimmy Boy? It's about time that you go and purchase some YouTube
He said
Premium.
Whiskey Adventure said they don't have any snow in North Carolina.
We got snow.
Hello. Somebody said hello, Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy Boy.
We got snow. We got snow up here in Michigan.
Don't quit your day job and don't sing.
Don't quit your day job just quite yet, Jimmy Boy. You ain't no star. Don't think you're gonna make a living singing, because you're gonna go broke. You're gonna go broke, Jimmy. We want to keep it nice and toasty. What?
Turn your...
I've got to turn this a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab a couple pieces of wood outside, the bigger pieces, so I don't use up all the kindling that I made up. I'm gonna get some bigger pieces. So the wife's gonna do
Somebody
me
said, Whiskey Adventure said, smash the thumbs up, everybody.
smash
Thanks,
the thumbs
Whiskey
up
Adventure.
and do me a favor. If you're just popping in here for the first time, drop down where your location is, where you coming from, because I've been doing lives in the early morning and I get people from everywhere. It's awesome.
I think he's trying to freeze me out. He left the door wide open. Well, are you cold? Are you cold? Sit down.
Sit down, Lou.
Sit down. Sit down.
What are you doing?
down.
Trying to get her to
She's
sit down.
shivering.
Lou,
I was trying to
don't
warm
get too
her up.
cold. I got 2 pieces. Jackson, Michigan. Hello. Grandson, Nancy Drew. I don't have my reading glasses on. I apologize if I'm not getting to the chat. I actually got Mrs. Claus in the background, and she's gonna try to help me out. I'm trying to get back over there and sit down.
You should put her in the house because she's shivering.
Lou, are you too cold?
She's shivering. Look at her.
You want me to put you in the house?
She's shivering, yes. She's gonna get mad, but
She's
she's
gonna
shivering.
get mad, but I don't want her to get too sick. Say hi to
Definitely
everybody,
not.
Lou. Say hi.
Shivering little lady.
She's shivering.
Cold.
She's cold because she's on the ground. Lou, I love you, but you too cold. Over there. Go sit down.
He'll be back in 1 minute. Unless he got sidetracked and found something to eat.
Ta-da! We're back.
Wow.
Well, we got those. I'm gonna
Put some more wood on there.
I'm gonna put some more wood on here. I'm actually, if you guys are just checking out the channel for the first time, I think it looks like a lot of the people that are popping up in the chat right now are people that have been part of the channel for a while. I'm gonna try not to set this over here for a second. Ooh, that's too hot. Bad idea.
Was it trying to melt your lid?
Yeah.
Bah, ha, 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 ha,
Well,
ha, ha.
what I want to do is I want to put this big piece of wood in here. I think it'll fit. Do you think it'll fit?
I don't know.
Nope. Bad idea. Big piece of wood won't fit. So I've got to go with the littler piece. I got to find some more smaller pieces then. Whew. Pop this sucker back open. That's the only downside. I've got to get stuff. I got to find pieces that are a little bit smaller than this one. So I'm going to have to go back outside for a second. And try to find a couple more smaller pieces. Ow!
What are you owing?
I just whacked myself with that thing.
Well, you got gloves on.
I got gloves on. I'll be back in 1 second. I got to find like two or three more pieces of wood. I need to find pieces that are... I've got a whole thing of kindling, and I've got a pile of wood out here, but it's kind of buried in the snow a little bit. The wife's going to keep you amused for a second. She's going to watch the chat. Guys, do me a big favor. drop down your location, where you're at. And I'm trying to find me a couple more pieces of wood out here. I got a piece I got some wet wood. It's got some ice on it.
Definitely not nice up here in Michigan today. I'm ready to move south, but I don't know if Jimmy Boy thinks that yet or not.
She said she's ready to move south.
Definitely.
I got some
Ready to be a snowbird or
pieces down
something.
here.
Couple more years.
I hope I don't put my
At least
fire
we'll
out
have a
with some
white
of this
Christmas.
stuff.
Nah, maybe. Hopefully. I love the snow. I
looks
love
like a good
driving in
piece.
the snow. Jamie drives like an 80-year-old man in the snow. I drive like I've stolen a vehicle. That's truth. He's a very reserved driver. I'm not.
I'm very reserved. I'm like the old geezer guy.
Like
This
the
is the
80-year-old.
kind of
Kind of little bit of ice on that crap there,
Yeah.
sir.
I'm gonna try to find a few more pieces like that. It's buried in the snow.
Yeah, somebody said it's going to be 40 on Christmas, so there won't be be snow up here.
We got snow right now on
The
stuff.
Bud Files is in, said hello.
Hello, the Bud Files. If you please would, pretty please, for Santa and Mrs. Claus, if you would like to share this out on your community tab, please do. Jimmy Boy is actually trying to push for his 40,000 views by the end of the month, which is a big task. I'm trying to hit 40,000 in like, what, 10 days? 40,000, so I hit over that 500,000. I want to go right over the 500,000 for my resolution for next year. I just want to hit that goal, that little milestone, 500,000 views. And I'd like to hit 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year if I could. So we're actually getting close. And actually I think I talked about this earlier. Let's see how that wood is doing. I'm going to pull this down for 1 second and put this other piece in here. Because it's got, I don't know if I should. That one might be too big. I might have to let that burn down. This looks good. Close that down for a minute.
Have we learned anything about this wood burner since we got lots of holes in the tent that you had to repair?
Yeah. Close that down and then open it right back up and let it get up to temperature. And zip this up because we're going to get some cold air in here.
Yeah, it's freezing me out.
It'll get really warm in here.
Good. I could handle it to be about 80.
Oh, it'll be 80. There she goes, Mrs. Claus. We got 6 thumbs up, 8 people watching. What I was going to show you before we lose. Can you guys hear Mrs. Claus really well?
Yeah.
So, my patch job. These are all the holes that I put in my hot tent.
He got bored and counted them, and I think he said he had 42 holes.
I have 42 holes in the hot tent. It was a Jimmy Boy original mistake. I've had this thing for 3 years and never had one single hole in it, and then I went and did something dumb.
Pulled a Jimmy Boy original.
I pulled a Jimmy Boy original. Let's put it this way. That topic's got about 50,000 views worth of literature backed behind a big mistake. So I think a lot of people are trying to learn, don't be a Jimmy Boy and make this mistake.
We'll be sleeping in the tent tonight. No, but a couple of years ago, we slept out here in the hot tent on New Year's Eve. And I was sleeping really good. I was nice and warm and toasty, and Jimmy Boy there woke me up because the neighbors were shooting off fireworks and he couldn't sleep. So
Non-stop.
he couldn't handle it.
The noise.
So he woke me up.
Not Jimmy Boy.
This Jimmy Boy.
Not Jimmy Boy.
Jimmy Boy.
I gotta check out the chat. I gotta see how
Yeah.
the chat's doing.
Get in there in your chat, sir.
I just got my phone, so the Mrs. Claus has actually been watching the chat, so. Oh. If we popped up on the short feed, smash the thumbs up if you found us over on the short feed. Right now, it looks to me like I'm watching this. Are we coming in on the vertical side? I believe I've got this set up where it should be vertical.
Is this vertical?
Huh?
Is this vertical?
Is this vertical?
No.
This is vertical. This is horizontal. Ring your bell. Vertical, yes. I think she's trying to mess with me, and I haven't even had a drink yet.
Easy target.
I'm fixing on having me.
Did you order something?
I'm always ordering something. There's always a delivery coming. You know how it is this time of the year. Santa Claus has always got deliveries. Yep. It's probably something big.
Maybe it's the neighbor.
I don't know. I've got things coming. Oh no, we got a spam risk. Yeah.
How do y'all get rid of all them spam calls?
Yeah, how do you keep the spam? How do you keep
You seem to block one or two, and then you got 5 or 6 more.
And they all come from the same place. Most
Ridiculous.
of the time. That is ridiculous. We got some nice heat.
Somebody said hello from.
Hello from where?
I'm not sure.
I couldn't make it
Here,
out.
you can read it. Hello from.
That's a different country.
Yeah, I'll be slaughtering it.
I can't even. What? Lativa?
I don't know.
Lativa? I don't know. I'm just a Jimmy boy. I'm your average Jimmy boy.
Whiskey Adventure, I answered the phone for spam risk. I told them that the bodies were hidden in the trunk and that I wanted my money before they got their bodies, and they threatened to call the FBI on me. So I can't keep them on the line. I just have to ignore them now.
Oh my God.
It's true though.
Most of the time
call the FBI
on spam, I just block them. I just get tired of them. I block them, but they keep changing numbers. They call you back with the same, like most of mine are, you're behind in taxes.
Which is pure crap.
Yeah. Most of them are these scams. You're behind in taxes. Oh, yeah, right.
You better go see if you got something of importance
I could have
out
some
there.
big things coming. You know, Jimmy boy. It could be something. We got cameras, so don't try anything crazy.
I should be recording him with his.
It's not us today.
Getting out of the tent squat, walking like a 3-year-old.
It's not us today.
No.
I should message Uncle Joe and say, hey, Mrs. Claus is live. Let me see.
Mrs. Claus is not live. Mrs. Claus is just sitting.
I'm gonna have to. Let me move this thing over so I can sit next to you.
Don't knock my cup off.
I don't want to get this all freaking soaked. There.
Well, it looks like material that'd burn quick as your tent.
No, that's that welding
blanket.
Welding blanket.
Oh, that's supposed to be burn proof.
You
I
know,
was gonna say it looked like it came out of some
this
70-year-old lady's
This chair
shower.
almost feels like it's not. This chair almost feels like it's not going to hold me up too much longer. You know what happened to my last little chair? I had a little chair just like this one right here. I sat down in it one time and the material split right in the middle and I went right down.
So somebody probably should send you one for Christmas that holds big boys.
I need a big boy seat. Santa Claus needs a big boy seat. I've been working really hard at my figure.
After the first year, buddy, he's going on a diet.
She's gonna put me on a diet. That way next year around October I can start stockpiling cookies like crazy. We got 8 thumbs up, 12 people watching, 14 people watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you like hot tent camping adventures, please go and check out some of my long form hot tent playlist videos. If you're into car camping, we got some car camping playlist, and there's all kinds of different car camping in there, so go check out that. And this spring I'm actually looking at keeping the car camper and getting used either a minivan or full-size van, and I'm going to start doing a little bit of a build on that, and that's going to be my new camper, car camper sometimes, van. I'm going to go back and forth. I thought about buying a new one, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to go with the used one. So God, there's
another delivery truck.
Is there?
I'm pretty sure it sounds like it.
I was gonna say there's not enough.
Or
room.
maybe the neighbors got DoorDash. They get DoorDash a lot.
I don't know where this one come from. It sounded like it, but there's nobody out there. We got people sneaking up on us. How do you like the temperature?
It's very nice in here, nice and warm. You can turn that fan the other way.
It sounds like it's snowing out again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it is. So in order to be live the way we are, when it's kind of dark like this, we're actually running a power station right over here in the corner, and I got a big overhead light so that the filming will be actually okay. Filming in a small space, this hot tent really ain't that small.
Den is on there, Outdoors with Den.
Outdoors with Den, my buddy. Guess what I'm working on today? I gotta show you. She said I've got to be careful whittling my wood. She said I should be very careful whittling my wood. I have Mrs. Claus right here. Oh.
Hey, this person.
Something Baltic State EU. Latva. So it's definitely a different country. Well, welcome to the United States. Outdoors with Den, my buddy, will probably give us a call later on and tell us exactly, because he watches the chat for us. So my other buddy's in the house right now. He's watching the chat. Nancy Drew. So I'm actually whittling this piece of wood, and I'm going to make a ferro rod handle. And this is going to go to one of my buddies. A subscriber friend.
He said it's in the Baltic country.
Baltic country. Well, I don't want to get too close to that, but you can't really see what I'm doing. There we go. Now we can see. So I'm hand carving this piece of fat wood for one of my buddies, one of my YouTube friends. I'm not gonna do any of these to make money. I'm just gonna, some of my subscriber friends are gonna randomly get a Jimmy Boy gift. And my buddies that do a lot for me, I've got certain people that have always been there helping old Jimmy Boy out. Always been good friends. Always been good subscribers and friends, and helping Jimmy Boy learn.
Mentoring.
Mentoring Jimmy Boy. I've got some good YouTube friends that have been mentoring Jimmy Boy. So there would be an easier way of doing this, but Jimmy Boy don't like doing it the easy way. We like making things difficult. Plus, I get the leftovers. Look at all that fat wood. Those would be good for starting fires if I don't burn my leg first from this. I'm gonna burn my leg.
Too close to the fire.
We got a little too close to the fire. I got Mrs. Claus up here in the house, and I actually talked her into coming and doing a special live for me, as Santa Claus is actually busy working with the elves. And so I said, Santa, is there any way Mrs. Claus can come and hang out with old Lower Michigan Adventures, aka Jimmy Boy, and hang out and just do a live? And he said, why certainly, Jimmy Boy. I was like, okay, Santa, when you're done doing all your deliveries, is there any way that I could, if I set my live stream Christmas Day, would you take over my live for me? And he said, why certainly, Jimmy Boy. He said, is that all you want for Christmas? And I said, well, kinda. I said, but there is something else on my list. He said, Jimmy Boy, I've already got that delivered. I was like, really? He's like, yep. So actually, Santa already stopped by and made a delivery already to the house. And
Did you
yeah.
ask Santa for a new hot tent?
No.
No.
I should have. I should have asked Santa for a new hot tent, seeing since I kind of ruined this one, but it's really not ruined. It's original now because it's got holes, and it's original.
Now he needs to take his black magic marker and write Jimmy Boy on it.
Yeah, I need to put Jimmy Boy all over it, sign it. Only problem is it'll probably run and that won't stay.
Whiskey Adventure said happy holidays, everybody. Mama Bear and I are going out for dinner. Have a good dinner.
Have a good dinner, Whiskey Adventures. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Greatly appreciate all the comments and all the love, brother. Keep those adventures coming. He's another really good channel to go check out, Whiskey Adventures. He does some stealth camping, does some kayaking adventures. He's done a lot of crazy videos. Very unique creator. I would definitely recommend his channel. So look at that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm whittling my wood. I'm just whittling my wood. I'm whittling my wood.
And it's going to show up in somebody's mailbox.
My wood is going to show up in somebody's mailbox, and actually it's going to be a ferro rod. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be signed. It's going to be signed Jimmy Boy. And I'm going to sign it with, I've got a...
Somebody said, hey, y'all.
Somebody said, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all, right back. I got Mrs. Claus back here. She's watching the chat. It's nice and warm inside the hot tent. We got snow outside in Michigan. We're in the bottom of Michigan, about 17 miles from the Ohio line. And we're trying to celebrate the holidays. And I've got Mrs. Claus right here.
What's everybody having for dinner tonight?
Yeah, what is everybody having for dinner tonight? Hey, I'm not lost. I'm exploring. I'm not lost. I'm just exploring. Yeah, me and I'm actually gonna take Mrs. Claus out probably. What time is it now?
I don't have a watch on. 4:42.
Oh. I'm going to probably take Mrs. Claus out. We'll probably end this live at about, what do you think, 6 o'clock? We're going to end this live at 5:30, 6 o'clock. and I'm going to take Mrs. Claus out. And I hope Santa doesn't put me on the naughty list, because I'm really looking forward. To Santa showing up and running my live on his own Christmas Day. Christmas morning, he's going to
Somebody
be
said they're having chicken wings.
chicken wings.
And somebody said cute old man.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Jimmy boy.
They must think I'm an old man sitting in the background.
That's not the old man. That is Mrs. Claus.
That's pretty funny.
Come on, Mrs. Claus.
That's a cute old man.
They might be talking about me, but I'm not.
I'm pretty sure they know who you are, Jimmy boy.
Yeah, I pretty much pretty kind of. I'm not
An
little.
old man.
I'm not a little one either. I'm trying to move this back. It seems like we're not getting a very
That's
good
funny.
visual.
It is pretty funny.
I can't turn that heat up anymore because she's a hot sucker. Woo! I'm just over here whittling wood. Look at that fat wood.
Does it still have a good smell to it?
Oh my God, it smells so good. Oh, look at it. It's not, I don't have really good lighting because my light's up there and it's kind of pointing towards, the light actually should be on this side and it's on that side. And it's actually getting kind of dark. It's starting to get dark over here in Michigan. Oh no, I gave us away. We're somewhere south of the North Pole in Michigan. Don't be a Jimmy boy.
You better get your boots off that burner.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't want them.
Fool. You're going to be setting your damn feet on fire.
I almost caught my boots on fire. Nice ferro rod. What did that one say? Something about the ferro rod. This is the handle. This started off really big, and I started whacking it down with my hatchet. It was about probably this big around. This piece was, and I whacked it down and got it down to here, and now I'm hand carving it into a handle.
Dennis said that his hot tent came down with the snow. He had to put it back up. All right, Dennis, we're counting on another video from you.
Yep, Outdoors with Den, we're counting on a video.
Yeah.
We need a video. We need a hot tent camping adventure. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to, go check out my buddy, Outdoors with Den. He's right in the comment section. He's always helping old Jimmy boy out and watching the comments and letting me know if I've been on too long or if my audio's cutting out. He'll let me know. He's watching the chat, and he's actually on Santa's nice list. Jimmy boy wouldn't set anything on fire. I'm trying not to set anything on fire. I almost set my boots on fire.
Hot tent on fire. He just about burned his boot.
I just about burnt my
whole leg leaned up against the fire.
Yeah. So I'm working on this. I'm whittling my wood right here.
Somebody's making hamburgers. The grilling burgers in their air fryer.
It's not going to be a perfect handle, but it's
air
going
fryer
to be
fries.
It's going to be a neat handle, and it's going to have a ferro rod on the end of it. I got to drill it out and then glue my ferro rod in there, and then I'm going to sign it. I've got one of those wooden gravers that I can just sign it, and I'll literally burn right into this wood. I actually just did one not too long ago. I think I put it on my community page, if I'm correct. Maybe I didn't. I don't know if I did. Maybe I didn't. But I'm not going to be selling these. This is only for my close subscriber friends. I'm going to do some for them. The ones that have really been helping old Jimmy boy out. You're just going to get a surprise. It's going to be throughout the year. I'm going to keep working on these, and I'm going to try to get all my peoples that really help out old Jimmy boy. Is going to get one of these. They don't happen overnight neither. So probably do one or two probably every 6 weeks by the time I get it done. That's how long they take. They take a while.
So does that mean when you want snacks, I'll just hand you your wood and your knife?
Yeah, just hand me a wood and a knife.
Until you're not hungry or bored.
Yeah, just yeah, do that. She's putting me on a diet after the first of the year. She said, "Well, you know, you got this upcoming gig and you're trying to work with Santa on some projects." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I gotta be the role and help out with Santa Claus and stuff." And what the heck? I thought I burnt my boot, but I didn't. Ooh, I'm getting hot. I gotta move my leg away from that. She's putting out some heat now. Dennis is gonna tell me here in a minute, don't let it get too low, because she's cranking right now. I'm gonna put another log in there in a minute. I gotta take a look at the chat, see how we're doing. But yeah, I'm trying to get a better form on that. This one's going to have one of the smaller rods. I'm not going to put a big rod in this one. Mateo Outdoors, do you have a lathe? No, this stuff's all going to be hand carved. This is going to be a hand carved. I don't want to do anything machine. It's going to be hand carved with a knife, a hatchet, and my rubber mallet. This was a huge, this big around when I started working on it. Big. Matter of fact, I think I posted some pictures of some of the stuff I busted off of it. I did, didn't I? Let me look at
2 biscuits.
2 biscuits.
Not 4 or 6, 2.
Did I put that on my community page? I think I did. Let me look.
I don't know.
Are you drinking water and staying hydrated?
Oh,
You.
yeah. I'm on my second big cup today. Are you?
All right. I'm just trying to see. Okay. Where's it at? Looking at my community page. Oh, yeah, right there. So that's where this started out at. It's on my community page right there. I started carving that with my hatchet, busting off the pieces. That's all the wood that I got off of it. It was a good size when I started it. I'm actually got a little YouTube short that I haven't posted yet. But this is going to turn into a hand-carved Jimmy Boy
2
ferro
biscuits
rod.
is more than enough.
Oh,
Hey, turn your fan around here.
you getting cold again?
Yeah.
Okay, that means I got to put some more wood in there. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, like always. And Jimmy Boy is going to get a drink. Oh, I got to get a drink.
Jimmy boy.
And tomorrow, I'm looking at doing a live, so I'm probably going to be splitting some wood out here because I'm getting behind. I'm going to have to get some pieces and get some wood cut up. I had so much wood, but I've been going through it like crazy.
Maybe you have to get some more.
I might have to. Okay. This chunk right here. This chunk was sitting outside. This is a pretty good piece. Ow! Dang it. Good thing I was wearing the gloves.
That's like the second time you've done that.
Yeah, look at that thing when it gets whipping too. Where did it do that? I've got a mark in one of these. Right there.
Then your finger will look like Dennis's with a big chunk out of it.
Yeah, I don't want that. But that's, I don't know if that was from the handle or hitting that, because I've hit that a bunch of times with these gloves on. I try not to move that around without gloves on. And I should be wearing gloves while whittling my wood like I am. I asked Mrs. Claus if she didn't mind if she would be my special guest, and if she didn't have a problem. I really wanted to be out here on camera whittling my wood right here, and she said, "Oh, it's fine if you want to. Just, stay busy, stay active, and try not to eat a bunch of food." I was like, well,
Stay busy.
so Mrs. Claus, where would you like to go eat?
At 6 o'clock at night?
Yeah, at 6 o'clock at night. Don't you come in from work at 8?
Who?
Yeah.
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 But I got to go to work.
Yeah, but you come in at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This almost looks like it's got a little split right here. Must be where I caught it just right. I got 11 people watching. Are you watching chat, Mrs. Claus?
Yeah,
You're
somebody
supposed-
said Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. Ooh. I was thinking about going up to maybe... What do you think about going up to Jonesville?
No.
No?
God, no. Uh-uh. How about we go to...
We got 12 thumbs up. Who's going to join me in
Carl
my...
said he burned the crap out of his finger
Who did?
several times at his last camp.
Oh, did you do it on the hot stove? It's really easy to do with these handles. I've got the little tool inside, and yeah, you're better off using your little knife or something. You forget and touch the handle, and you're in trouble. I've done that quite a bit too myself. Old Jimmy boy.
Old Jimmy boy.
Old Jimmy boy.
We don't know.
We don't know. He don't know. Jimmy boy don't know. Look at all these shavings.
He said yes on the hot stove.
On the hot stove. I'm getting there. I think this side is going to be where my ferro rod's going to go. This is actually going to be a little bit more of the skinnier side. And I'm not going to put anything over it, so whoever gets this, it's going to smell like fat wood and be a little sticky piece of wood. So it's gonna still have its all natural smell to it. And yeah, I'm actually making this for a very special buddy, a YouTube buddy. So and then I got to go out and find some more pieces to cut, more limbs
Let her down.
that are down. Yeah, that are down. This is going to be my little hobby for giving back to my YouTube friends that have really just helped me out learning more and more about how to run the channel and stuff. I get a lot of help from different creators.
You said have a drawing to win one.
Yeah, I might do that too. I might have a drawing to win one. That might be a good idea too. Could it? I'm hoping that by this time next year, I'm gonna do a 5,000 subscriber giveaway, and I'm gonna give away this hot tent next. Hopefully next hot tent season, the Jimmy Boy official burn hole patch job tent. It's the One Tigerus Rock Fortress hot tent.
You're giving this tent away?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it
This
away.
has got your signature all over it
Yeah.
with all the patched holes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this.
This is a U tent.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up giving this tent away at 5,000 subscribers. So it's gonna be my 5,000 subscriber giveaway, and it's gonna be. I'm probably gonna have. I'm gonna talk about it as we grow here and there and get closer.
As we age.
As we age and get older and grow, but
As we age, sir.
I'm gonna just ask, you know, when we get close to that milestone, I'm gonna say whoever wants to be in the drawing for this, I'm gonna ask them to share like 3 of my hot tent camping adventures on their community page and say done. And then they'll go in. We'll do an old-fashioned hat draw. That's what I'm thinking. Old-fashioned hat drawing. A Jimmy Boy original. But we ain't there yet, so it's just a dream right now. But I think someday we may hit that 5,000, and I figure that we'll probably end up getting there by if we keep going this rate, we'll probably be there by this time next year is what I'm thinking. So I've been whittling away at this piece of wood. It's actually looking pretty good. That's some nice looking wood, ain't it? Look at that. It's smooth too. I'm starting to get my wood nice and smooth. Look at that. This is going to be a fat wood hand. Oh, well, that's a little bit rough, but we can...
Better fix her up.
We can fix her up. We're going to get her a little closer. This will be a unique ferro rod handle. And it's going to be a gift to a special friend, a special YouTube friend. I actually just did one and sent one out. I sent my very first one out. And hopefully he's got it.
You've got 13 thumbs up.
I've got 13 thumbs up, 11 people watching. Over here with Mrs. Claus. We're somewhere south of the North Pole. I've got the Palmolive Dweller Max 2 blasting really hot. It's almost burning my leg, and I'm trying to get in the Christmas spirit. I got a special guest coming to take over my channel Christmas Day. Santa Claus is coming to town. After he delivers all his presents in the morning, bright and early, he's going to take over my channel. I'm going to give him free reign.
Can Santa Claus leave Buddy the Elf a bottle of syrup?
Maybe Buddy the elf will show up with Santa Claus and be drinking some syrup. I don't know. Oh. I got to move away from this.
Spaghetti noodles.
And I got to get a drink.
Syrup. Yeah. I like this cord.
Yeah, I put that cord there.
Yeah,
that way it
that.
Can't hit that.
Yeah, you don't want to burn your cord or your light.
So this little setup right here, I've got a backlight. We're in the hot tent. I've got a little power generator over here running the stove. I'm whittling my wood. I get a special guest over here. This over here is Mrs. Claus. Give Mrs. Claus a thumbs up if you would.
Mrs. Claus made cookies today.
She was busy making cookies, and I asked Santa Claus if Mrs. Claus could be my special guest, and he said he was really busy working with the elves trying to get all the presents around.
So he was
And
probably happy to get rid of her.
yeah, he wanted to get her out of his hair. So Mrs. Claus is here. Checking the chat, seeing how we're doing. We're hanging in there. We got 7 people watching, 13 thumbs up. We've been on for about 65 minutes. We've been on 65 minutes.
Alrighty. Does it seem like it?
No. Now I know how I end up doing these 7-hour lives, because I get chit-chatting and rolling and it just doesn't stop. I just keep rambling on, I guess. But if you guys would, please feel free to share out this live. Go check out some of my hot tent camping playlist. My hot tent camping playlist videos. I've got some different videos in that. I also created a playlist for car camping, and we also got some different videos with the grandkids and stuff. And I think the wife must be getting
Nice and warm and tired.
Santa Claus's wife, Mrs. Claus, must be getting nice and warm and toasty.
Tired. It's all right. I guess you sleep when you die, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
I guess that's what I said when I was a third shifter.
I guess when you were a third shifter. I'm going to get back to whittling wood for a few more minutes here while we're whittling the wood away. Because I've been making some pretty good progress on this. Because this is really coming along good, actually.
Why can't you see your comments in your little screen there?
Because nobody's commenting. Woody said bye. Thanks for stopping by, Woody. And hopefully Connie is feeling better. We did see some of the comments.
Just shared Jimmy Boy outside with Den. Thank you, Dennis.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Jimmy Boy's trying to hit that little milestone by the end of the year. We got 40,000 views to hit in the next, 9 days? 10 days?
Something like that.
9 or 10 days. I'm trying to hit 40,000 views in 9 or 10 days. I don't know if we're going to do it or not. It's just a little personal goal. I got 13 people watching, 13 thumbs up. I'm busy whittling away at my wood.
He's busy whittling away at his wood.
I'm whittling away at my wood.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah. She said, yeah. Look at all that wood. That's all fat wood. If I had a ferro rod right now, we'd start that right up. But then she'd be yelling at me. She'd be like, it's smoking. It's black smoke. Nope. We don't want Mrs. Claus to get sick, because then the little elves won't have cookies. And they won't be able to get good food either. Right? We don't want the elves.
We already made cookies, enough cookies to last.
Did you make 2,000 cookies or more?
No, I didn't make 2,000 cookies. I probably made, over 200. Probably closer to
Man, that's got some good color.
250, 300. That's a lot of cookies to make.
That is a lot
By
of
the way,
cookies.
that's a lot of cookies. No bake sugar cookies.
I love your outfit there, Mrs. Claus. It looks very nice on you.
Well, thank you, Jimmy boy.
And
Even though I look like a little old man sitting here.
the little old man.
That's pretty
So,
funny.
what do you think? What do you think?
What do I think?
My fat wood handle. Hand
Coming
carved.
along.
Hand carved.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Unzip the tent.
You gotta go.
Oh, it's probably Madison calling.
All right. Let me have this. And oh, shoot. Okay, Mrs. Claus got to run out. Mrs. Claus had to leave. Mrs. Claus had to leave. I'll set this over here. Mrs. Claus had to leave. It was Mrs. Claus. There she goes. I guess I can turn this way. While I whittle my wood away. I'm over here whittling wood. Turn this up just a hair. Oh, shoot. Campfire with dirty tires. Campfire with dirty tires. If you come over tomorrow morning and show up for the live, try to bring that wood. I'm running low on wood. Try to bring that wood, if you remember. I seen you did a little van tour. Campfires with dirty tires. I seen that little van tour, like 9 minutes long. Okay, I will. I'm working on this. I'm whittling my wood right now. You did all right on that. I got that little edge right there. I'm looking at it. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay live, because I'm gonna go live tomorrow morning at 5:36 a.m. So I need to save some wood, and I don't have a whole lot of wood prepared either. So I'm gonna have to get into my wood pile and process some wood tomorrow. Probably right out here in the hot tent. I'm gonna have to process some wood. How's that handle looking? Now I got to get the right drill bit so I get the perfect hole for this, and then epoxy it in my ferro rod. This is coming along pretty good. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay live. Mrs. Claus already abandoned me. And I do want to do a live tomorrow morning, bright and early. We got 16 thumbs up, and I appreciate you all coming in. And watching me work on my wood. This is my wood right here. This is my fat wood. I'm trying to carve it, hand carve it. Not using power tools, hand carve it. I started out with a hatchet with a bigger piece. If you go look at my community tab, you'll see all the wood that I've already taken off this piece to get it to where it's at right now. And now I'm hand carving it down. And it's going to be a ferro rod handle. And I'm going to sign it Jimmy Boy. And it's going to go out to one of my subscriber friends. Shout out to Outdoors with Den. Guys, go check out his channel if you haven't had a chance to already. He's actually watching the chat in the background. He's always notifying me if my mics kick out. He's notifying me and letting me know if there's something I need to address. He either texts me right away or what have you not. So he's always watching Outdoors with Den. My buddy. Old Jimmy Boy's buddy, Outdoors with Den. Joe's Outdoor Places. You should have something. Uncle Joe, look at what I'm working on. I'm working on my wood. This is probably like the one you would like to have. This one's a little bit smaller. If you look at my community page, you'll see where this one started out. I see, haha. If you go back and watch this video a little earlier, Mrs. Claus was in the video. She actually just left. We're about 80 minutes in on this video. I'm actually doing a live tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to do a live tomorrow. And then Santa Claus is actually going to come Christmas Day, and he's going to take over my live. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to set it up for him. I hate missing it. Come back from shopping. Well, I appreciate Uncle Joe, you just coming in, and I know I didn't message you and let you know ahead of time. I figured you were busy. You said you had some things going on and some jobs to do this week, so I figured I wasn't gonna bother you because I knew it was kind of early. This was a random pop-up that we decided to do, and we decided to do it because we've got a little extra time because now we don't have to work Sunday this week. So that's a blessing in disguise. I'll finish the video that I was working on and get that one completed. I actually got some clips of that today. I actually had my special assistant help me finish that one off. Now I got to finish putting a couple minute clips on that, and that video will be ready to roll. Look at this piece of fat wood. I saw the message. I was a bit late getting home. Hello, Joe. Outdoors with Dan. My buddy. He's watching. What do you think for a handle for that? Signed Jimmy Boy. I almost think that this one just needs a little bit of fine tuning and then me working on the signature. Just a little bit more. This one actually came along a lot faster than what I was expecting. But the last one I had did not, the size was much bigger and it did not take this form this quick. I think I'm getting better at it. Short and fat like me. Hey, 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 I got my lights on. I got my hot stove going, the fan going. It's chilly outside. We got snow on the ground, and we got some wind up here in Michigan right now. We're somewhere south of the North Pole. And I'm working on whittling my wood. Looks good, Jimmy boy. My buddy. I got to be careful not to do what my buddy Dennis did. But he was actually sharpening his knife when he did it. All these knives can be dangerous. How's your hand doing, Dennis? Your finger. Is it getting better? Outdoors with Dan. I didn't call you today because I got super busy trying to finish up getting these clips with the wife and then getting the tent set up. So I've been busy since the time I got out of work. Busy, busy, busy. It does look good and special value for all the work you put into it. Yeah, this one's going to be a special gift. Look at how much better that one. And it's a little bit more leveler. I don't think it won't sit up on its own. The Bushcraft Kid, when do you normally go live stream? I don't generally pick, but I've been trying to do random live streams right around 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning. I seem to do my best at getting to hundreds of thousands of people. So I try to go early in the morning, and later in the afternoon and evening, I don't tend to get the videos don't tend to take off as well. So this was just a random pop-up live I decided to do because Mrs. Claus, I emailed Mrs. Claus and she's like, yeah, I'll come over and be your special guest. And I was like, oh, that's great. So if you just popped in here for the first time, go back and watch the entire live because Mrs. Claus was here in the video. And if you're just popping in for the very first time, we're going to have a special live stream where I'm going to give the throne over to Santa Claus. And I'm just going to set up the live, and Santa's just going to take over the live. And that's going to be Christmas Day. So that's going to be 6 a.m. in the morning, Christmas Day. We got a little goal we're trying to get to. We're trying to hit 40,000 views by the end of the year. I've got about, maybe 10 days to do it. I'm going to need some help. I'm going to have to recruit all the little elves that want to help out, share my videos out, watch my videos, and help me get to that 40,000 views. We need 40 more thousand views in 10 days. Is it possible? Are miracles possible? This is the handle part. The part I'm going to have like a little skinnier right here and a little bit fatter. Down here for where I drill in. And I'm putting this, 3/8 ferro rod down inside here. So I'm not going to do the big one because this is not a huge handle. So I'm not thinking about drilling out and putting a 1/2 inch in this one. I'm thinking 3/8. So, and then I've got my little wood carving device. I'm going to carve in here, Jimmy boy. I'm going to do it with black permanent marker, and then I'm just going to trace over it with my wood carver. It literally burns right into the wood. It burns right into the wood. I'm just busy working on my wood. I'm almost at the 1.5 hour mark. 84 minutes. I think we're cutting this off at 90 minutes. So I've got 5 minutes left of this live. Guys, if you get a chance to and you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel. We got 5 minutes left of this live. This is going to be a 90-minute live. And we'll see how this one does. There's my wood. Look at all the shavings I got. And if you want to see where this started off at, go check out my community page. You patience than I do chopping that handle down. Oh yeah, this is, I mean, if I sit and do it for like, a few hours, it's not so bad, But I've literally shaved this down quite a bit in the little amount of time I've been out here. But I also worked on it the last few days, splitting away with it with the hatchet. So I've been carving away with it with the hatchet. And one of my subscriber friends actually sent me this here. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. This little tool right here, one of my good subscriber friends, he sent me this right here, and this right here. Really made that a lot more easier work to work with. So thanks again to the subscriber that sent this to me in the mail, because I really appreciate that. That really was very, very nice of that subscriber friend. And it's really making it a lot easier to work with my wood. So I just wanted to add that in real quick. Ooh. See. You see how dark it is. I tried to shut my power off. Nope. I'm still pulling 22 watts. Ooh. It's dark. My lights are not even working that good. Look. Look at my lights. I think they're getting dim. Might have to turn my power back on. There we go. Kick her on, Jimmy. There we go. We got light. We got light, guys. We got light. We're just about 87 minutes in. Almost at that hour and a half mark, I think. Where are we at? How are the comments doing, guys? We're doing all right. Oh, Jimmy boy. Oh, Jimmy boy. Linda Barker, first day of winter tomorrow. Well, Linda Barker, thanks for dropping in real quick. I'm actually got about 2 minutes left of this live, and we're going to end it at 90-minute mark. I'm actually going live tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to try to do 5 hours, maybe 6 hours. I don't know. Depends on how the live goes and how I do on wood, because I may have to get some more wood. I got wood out here, but does anybody got any good wood locally that I can get real in a hurry? I need some wood. And then on top of that, I have to have a special size wood. I have to have special size wood for this. I might be having the little chainsaw out cutting some down branches out back. I'll be sleeping at 6 a.m. Yeah, part of the world is sleeping at 6 a.m. But a lot of the world in these different countries and areas are really active at that time of the day. It's like afternoon or evening over in some of these countries, and they just come in and check out old Jimmy Boy's channel. Seems like a popular time to get on for me. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow if it does. But anyways, got a live Christmas Day. Santa Claus is coming to town. I give him throne over my my channel. He's going to actually take over my channel and run it Christmas Day. And yeah. I'm whittling away at my wood. I've got, oh, goodness sakes. Look at that. Look at this handle. Let me see if I can get you up close. I gotta get you under the light and show you how good this handle looks now. Let me get you over here where we got better lighting. Look at that handle. I've got to clean this up a little bit. I've got some rough spots, but hand carved handle. And I'm giving it away to one of my subscriber buddies. My buddy. A YouTube creator that's been there helping Jimmy Boy out right along. He's gonna get this here handle, hand carved, signed Jimmy Boy with a ferro rod in it. Merry Christmas, ho ho ho. Guys, we'll catch you at the next one. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming to this little 91-minute short live. Tomorrow morning we'll be going live from the hot tent again. I hope to see you there. Love, peace, and chicken grease from AKA Jimmy Boy and Mrs. Claus. Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll catch you at our next live. Thanks for coming. Bye now.